Hello YouTubers and flat earthers. This is just another little question I have to put out here so people can investigate this, but this is what I've been thinking. We have the planet, the so-called planet Earth, the globe model, and then we have the moon, which is about a quarter the size, and it's 240,000 miles away, but this is not to scale. And then we have the sun, which when you line it up with the moon, it's the same size. If you go outside, you see the sun and the moon's roughly the same size. So they say the reason for that is that this sun is way back here, right? Now, I want someone to tell me, right there, roughly same size. Now, what's the odds on of this? We get two solar, just let me give you the facts here. It's not coming up here. Anyway, type it in. How many solar eclipses? Okay, so here it says we get 2 solar eclipses per year, and can be as many as 5, right? That's where the sun comes in front, the moon comes in front of the sun, right? Now this is very interesting, this, if you think about this. So it's up to 5 a year, right? Now they say, how long does it take the moon to rotate the Earth? Moon, rotate the Earth, E-A-R-T-H. Moon to rotate the Earth, moon rotates around the Earth. Okay, it says moon to rotate the Earth. Sun, moon, how many times a year? Let's put in times. Rotate times. Times the year. Okay, so it says it's the it's sidereal. It says sidereal, but that's how you pronounce it. Sidereal month is the time it takes to make one complete orbit around the Earth. So basically what it's saying here, it's an average of 30 days for the moon to go around the Earth, right? About 30 days. So that's about 12 times a year. Now, 12, that's kind of rough facts. That's all we need for this. So let's get to our model. And so what they're saying here is this here let's zoom right in here. This moon, just roughly, will rotate around the Earth, right? 12 times a year, right? And we can get up to 5 solar eclipses. Now folks, you just need to think about this, because this is just crazy. Look how hard it is for this to line up with the sun. Look at the odds on all the space. This would have to be in the same circular plane as the sun to give any hope of a chance of that moon to line up with that sun. That's like trying to line up 2 targets perfect to get a solar eclipse. Now, if somebody's observing here on the Earth, looking at the moon, and it lines up perfectly with the sun twice or up to 5 times a year, then that moon rotating around the Earth would have to be on the same plane as the sun to line up. I mean, the moon can only go around in one orbit around the Earth it's on a, you can't have it. You have the Earth spinning on its axis, and then you have the moon go round. Does the moon keep its... I wonder how the moon rotates around the Earth in relation to this so-called tilt axis. What's their theory in that? Maybe somebody could look into this, but what I'm saying is the odds on of that ball lining up with that sun, if you think about this, is just phenomenal odds. I don't know if people can see what I'm saying there. Let's move that up a wee bit, but maybe somebody could comment on this, because to me this is another line of inquiry. Because look at this here. If I try and line that ball up with that one way back there on an orbit, say like that lines up there, look at the target you have to kind of line those up with. That there would need to be dead perfect, and it would have to be rotating on to get 5 times a year or even 2 times a year. The odds on that lining up on that distance apart, it's just phenomenal. It's just the odds on. It's like two things lining up. It's nigh on impossible, because if you look at the much space you've got there, look in to be able to line something up with. So unless they're on the same plane on the same circuit and they line up, it'd have to be a constant. You couldn't have 2 solar eclipses and then 5. And the Earth moving, the Earth's also moving, and the whole thing is moving around the sun. That doesn't change anything either. You know what I'm saying? Like if this is moving around the sun, for that to line up with that sun, just the odds on, or even twice a year, like that moon would go around the Earth, and for it to line up with the sun, you have to think about the odds. That, look, if you see what I'm trying to do here, if I try to line that up with that sun, and we're hurtling through space, and it's spinning and turning, and the Earth's spinning. The Earth spinning doesn't change the moon going round it. So if the moon goes round it, that would be a constant around the Earth. And then for it to line up twice or 5 times a year to block out the sun, this is not possible. This is only possible on the sun being closer to the Earth. The sun cannot be. The numbers are just staggering. The only thing that makes it possible is that the sun and moon are roughly the same size and roughly in the same. Let me see if I can do that. The only thing that's possible there is that these. Let's do away with the sun over here. These are closer together, and they're rotating around, and you see the way they would come into. Overlap each other, like, you see, that makes more sense. And if it was doing a figure 8, then that's why you get up to 2 or 5 solar or lunar eclipses per year. So, or solar eclipses, whatever you want to say. Now, solar eclipse, yes, it's the sun that's been eclipsed by the moon. So that's another proof, but you need some way to draw that model up. And because you've got so many things spinning, because the Masons have everybody spinning in circles, and I know 3D is quite hard for people to get their head around, and once you start throwing numbers out there and big things and everything spinning, then it's like politics. They have the spin doctors. And they're there to spin everything and get people's heads rolling and not be able to comprehend anything. That's what's going on, folks. There's just a little too many spin doctors, and they're not only in politics, they're in science. So I hope somebody can look more into this and think about it, and you can see there, look, quite clearly the sun and moon were closer. It's just and roughly the same size. The odds on of getting a solar eclipse is by far, you see the way it's going around and then the moon comes and clips again. So to me, it has to be on a flat surface. This can't be happening. The moon, it just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, we're either on a flat plane. I know the Earth's not spinning. That's 100% sure I'm off that. Whether the Earth is a plane, it seems to be more. I'm convinced it's a plane because when I go outside my door, the ground rises to the horizon, and the sky falls to the horizon, and that's impossible on a ball. It roughly works out at eye level, and I'm saying roughly because you get these people who are coming in saying it's not eye level, it's below eye level, blah blah blah. And whether it's below eye level, it's definitely not down at your feet where it would be if you're on a ball. And then I get these guys saying, "Oh, you don't understand scale," which is nonsense too, because even if you're writing on, even if you're 1 millimeter on a ball off the ground, and you zoom right in, immediately from the 1 millimeter off the ground, the top of that, the ball is falling away. So it doesn't matter what way you look at it, the curve falls away immediately from your feet on a ball, and there's no way then when you look into the distance can it be up at eye level. So that's all a nonsense. Anyhow, well, thanks for watching. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Maybe somebody could, this could be another thing to look at. Thanks for watching.